I'm Tim of Govberg, and welcome to the world of Bulgari. Today, I'll be your guide to the proper usage and care of your Bulgari Serpenti Tubogas. Now, this lady's quartz timepiece has a Swiss caliber that can be set by pulling the crown out to its second position and then turning in a counterclockwise direction to advance through the hours and minutes of the day. Now, it is a quartz caliber such that it requires no additional input from the user until daylight savings time or standard time strikes. Now, of course, once you're done setting, always remember to push the crown back in so that it's flush to the case. Setting the watch is quite simple, and with 30 meters water resistant limits of the watch are quite easy to remember. 30 meters is a static test depth, therefore, in practical terms, it means that this watch should only come in contact with water if you are perhaps caught out by a rainstorm or if the watch should be splashed while washing hands. Now, it should also be noted that in terms of fitting the timepiece on the wrist, the Serpenti 6 coils have a great deal of elasticity built into them, such that you simply twist it open to extend and twist it to tighten it up. This will allow a fit even on the most petite wrists of 13 centimeters circumference or less. Now, it's important to remember that there are several areas of handling restrictions that apply to the use of this timepiece. I hinted at one earlier, water, so let's revisit that first. Now, water resistance, in practical terms, means that the watch is tested in a laboratory to the rated depth of the watch, in this case 30 meters, but only in a static condition. Jets of water from faucets, hydraulic shock from, for instance, plunging one's hand into water or jumping into a pool, all of these may surpass 30 meters static pressure in practical terms, so the watch should never be used for swimming or bathing. Now, you can help to avoid accidental drownings by always keeping the crown flush to the case. Push it in when you're done setting the watch. This way, the seals are able to take full purchase and realize the maximum of the watch's water-resistant capability as rated from the factory. Moreover, water resistance should be thought of as a quality that ebbs with time. It's not static. After the watch is manufactured or serviced, seals and lubricants will degrade and the watch will be relatively less water resistant. Therefore, Bulgari recommends no more than once every 2 years having the watch water tested to ensure that factory rated hermeticity is retained. Now, this should be done exclusively at authorized service center of Bulgari, as these agencies solely have specialized equipment to properly evaluate and, if necessary, correct water resistance. Now, the timepiece is also vulnerable to shock. Concussion can do everything from damage the coils of the timepiece to damage the crystal, the set gems, or even in certain cases, the movement itself. Attempt to keep the watch subject to as little outright concussion as possible. Vibrations in the natural course of life on the wrist are to be expected. But for instance, activities such as golf and tennis, as well as batting or, on occasion, firearms, marksmanship, or the riding of ATVs or bicycles should not include those times when the watch is being worn. Moreover, magnetism can be a problem for quartz watches in that it has a tendency to demagnetize the stepper motors that control the movement itself. Now, this is a passing phenomenon. If the watch has been exposed to a magnet, the closures of purses, wallets, refrigerator doors, speakers, subwoofers, or MRI, place the watch down for a number of days and the polarity of the magnets will return in due course naturally without any additional aid. Now, it's important to remember that the watch needs to be periodically cleaned. The best way to do this is with warm water, a soft brush, and a slow, deliberate fashion that moves along the direction of the individual loops of the Tubogas bracelet. Moreover, it should be noted that although there is a certain amount of elasticity inherent in the Tubogas, stretching it beyond certain bounds will induce metal fatigue and create permanent crimps, so move slowly and feel the tension in the coils. You'll realize once resistance comes, there's a point beyond which you'll know you shouldn't bend it. Just be sensitive to expect it, and you'll find that Tubogas is actually quite durable over time. Now, finally, a comprehensive service is necessary from time to time for a premium Swiss timepiece. This is necessary both for the restoration of the finish of the Tubogas bracelet and the case, as well as restoration of factory-rated water resistance and replacement of the battery, testing of the stepper motors. This should be performed exclusively at an authorized service center of Bulgari or the factory itself, where specialized equipment, original Bulgari factory replacement parts, and trained personnel are available to protect the value of your watch as both instrument and as investment. Moreover, only these agencies are authorized to back all work and parts invested with a Bulgari factory service warranty. It's also important to note that the best time to have total condition, water resistance, physical condition, and chronometric performance checked is during your water test once every 2 years. It's best to have everything checked all at once should a service intervention be necessary. Finally, visit our website at govbergwatches.com and call, text, or email our experts who will be happy to walk you through every phase of the care and ownership of this or any Bulgari fine timepiece.